Okay, I guess we are live here. I will keep doing that. No hiccup on this stream going. What's going on here? Okay, let's see. Here we go. So this is the SpaceMouse, huh? Okay, so got the Bluetooth version, SpaceMouse. So I'm gonna get that focus. It's I just got it, and I set it up. So I'm getting used to it. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be crazy, a little weird. It's probably not good to start modeling with it right now, but I just kind of wanted to zip around some scenes, see how it works with my keyboard, because that's going to be the big issue for me. Oh, doing two audio sources. Let me check this. Stand by. I think I'm going to audio. This is a new screen, so I'm going to make sure it's good. Let's just go back. I see two sources of audio. Oh, I know what this is. Let's turn this off. Test 1, 2. Okay, I think I'm getting the camera audio. That's what it is. That's what happens when you hook up a camera. All right. So, that's the mouse. You can do all the stuff. So it's very, if you can tell, you can push up and down, sort of lateral actually. This, left and right. And then you can rock it back and forth all around and pull it up and down. All right, that's the gist. Let's make sure it's focused. Okay. And I'm using my mouse with it too, but eventually I want to just use my, I lost, what's going on here? I lost my way here already. Let's do something easier. Yeah, just lost. I don't know why I lost. Didn't do that when I first set it up, but we'll go with this guy. So when I rotate it, I spin it this way. Spin, 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 clockwise or counterclockwise or anti-clockwise for some people across the pond. You spin around the object. So keep in mind, right, and this was in the default mode. So you spin around. When you push the space mouse up or left and right, sad Mark. Wait, this is really. Yep. The channel is back and running. It's been a decade and a half. And it's live streaming now. I'm trying to save some videos too. I'm trying to do some videos as well, doing some edits. So this is the Space Mouse. So, okay, and I'm just getting used to this. This is the first time. So left and right. So this is just sliding it back and forth and then forward and back. So that zooms in and zooms out. And then there's the tilt. So I can tilt it. So that's, I'll do it with my right hand. So tilt will spin the guy. Tilt left and right doesn't do anything. So it's up. It's just the forward and back tilt. Spin around. Yes. Well, thank you so much. I guess you could call me OG. Feels too proper and official, but yes, it's been a while. How did you learn about me? This is through SketchUp, Sketchucation. How did you first find me? Okay, so those are the basic movements. So now, then the one thing I noticed that I didn't notice before with videos online that I was looking out, is that there's, I don't know if you see this. Can you see this? There's a little tiny icon, and I think it's the 3D connection icon. And I think, and it appears at the center of items. And I think what that's telling you is, so I just opened this up, set it up, plugged it in. I already had the software installed. Because I installed it days ago, and then I skipped through the tutorials because I didn't have a device, or didn't even give me the tutorials, and canceled out of them. And so now I'm using this without tutorials, but I've watched a lot of videos online, so I'm learning some about this stuff as I go. So this is going to be a messy live stream. So yeah. So I think that icon tells me what object or kind of what my center is if I zoom in and zoom out. So this is actually pretty intuitive, although my zooming in and zooming out was opposite than what I thought it would be. So Sad Mart, what do you know me from? Probably something having to do with, I'm guessing, This is a very popular image I had. Okay. Something like this. Oh, it's slowing down. It's slowing down. Let's turn the shadows off. This is the new crawler. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I know the blog is a little sort of gone, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, like videos, subscribe. Hope you keep watching. This is, I'm going to spend a lot of time doing this. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well, you should put in your TV and art link. Love to see what your stuff. I don't remember the name. I'm not sure if we ever chatted or communicated before, but yeah, let me know. Yeah, I'm doing all this work, doing a lot of work on a graphic novel. Lots of stuff, new stuff. Okay, so actually what I want to do, let's just go through some work. So what I want to do is try out this SpaceMouse. But I love my shortcut, so I have my keyboard here. So I need to see if this can integrate. Otherwise, I might have to look at the button versions. Because I can already feel like... Thanks, man. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if there's anything else. How about I do this? I'll open up some more stuff. So I did do some work on this. Upstream. See, I'm still getting used to this. And I added, this is the exploded view for the book. This is a layout. So I need to finish out all these panels and the heat sinks. We'll get to that. Maybe a little later. What I do want to do is focus on let's try let's go back to one of our original files from the stream. No, we don't have to save that. Okay, so I can see where this, when it first loads up, if I don't have any focus on it, kind of, it's still really good, but it kind of focuses on the world. It looks like when I open up, when I click on something, it starts focusing. It's a little, it's probably perfectly touchy, but I'm swimming all over the place here. And I just, I open up this file because I want to see how easy it is to navigate inside. This camera is pretty long camera. Let's do something. Here's the interior view, and this is a very wide camera. If I focus on the steering wheel, yeah, it gives me. I can say one thing. This is pretty amazing. Just the way it feels is, it's kind of unbeatable, actually, frankly. It's, I had a feeling this would be like this, but you just, until you try, you just never know. And I was skeptical at first. A long time ago, I was pretty open to it, but when I first saw the 3D Connection guys, at base camp in Colorado, way back in, I don't know, 2000, shoot, I don't even remember what it was, 2009, 2010. They had the puck. I'm not sure which version it was, but I thought it was pretty cool. And since I'm a peripherals guy, like I've got all my Stream Decks, my control surfaces for color correction, keyboards, controllers for game stuff. I felt like it would be pretty cool, but I didn't know. It was taking my hands off the keyboard, which is what I worried about. And I can still reach. Can't see much of it, but I can still reach. But and I'll be bumping this if I do this a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. I think I can already tell that it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, it's already blowing my mind, so excited about it. The camera view angles and stuff like this very wide look. My tendency to go with long looks might be a problem, or just something I have to adjust to. Let's see. Okay, let's do the original. And so this camera field of view is pretty shallow, 11 degrees. If I widen up to, I don't even know what the default SketchUp is. Let's check. I'm going to open up a new file. We're going to check on that. This is 46. It's probably around there. I think it maybe even less. Let's see what the default. I always change it, so I never know. Or most of the time I'm changing it, tweaking it. $35. Yep. So if let's not change it here. I have to get used to these buttons. So there's this hotkeys on the side. There's two buttons on the side. One on this side and one on the other. I have this one set to, by default, my thumb key. There's a thumb key in the index or or the middle finger key, right? Well, which I'm using middle finger. The thumb key had views set up, which could be nice when you're first learning, but let's see. I can bring it back. Let's bring it back. So it had a, let's do this, bring this up. This is for people who might be interested in this. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So in the buttons, so you can see, we'll see how long this lasts. I'm really low. I just pulled it out of the box, dropped it on the table. So I have an X-ray set up for the right key, and the left key is the drawing tools, which is this radial, which is good. I will probably use it. It might not be, it'll be just as fast as me reaching over there, but not as fast as me with the way I can hit my keyboard. But most of the tools, so what do I have? I should put a diagram, but most of the tools I have are on my keyboard are, and I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't actually even remember half my keys because I'm just muscle memory. So it's W's my select. I guess 4 years ago when I was learning Blender, I changed my select from S to W. And W is the selection for me, because in Blender that's the way it is, and you can hit. So I kind of changed things so I can not have to relearn or have to. Well, I did have to relearn, but not change when I switched through the different apps. So we've got the W, the E's, the extrusion or push and pull. R is rotate for me. T is the tape, which is by default. But I never use the tape. The Y is the erase. I could put the erase tool on the T actually, because on my Ergo keyboard it's on the other half of the keyboard. If you can see, I have the keyboard here. So the Y is all the way over here when the T is over here. And so if I'm like this, I have to go move my hand. And that's a kind of a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the butt. Let's not be so crude. So, so was that? So I do use the erase a lot, because if you watch any of my videos, I'd like to make a ton of decisions about what you're seeing in SketchUp in terms of softening the lines and drawing these lines. So, like on this character, I am building this out. Now this model is, and I'm not the best modeler, but so you can see a lot of facets in there. You can see it's not entirely smooth and even and perfect like a good modeler would do. It feels like there's like an extra try in there too. Oh, also the other thing I do a lot is the V. I use V so I can see vertexes, or V for whatever. I can see the line, the polylines. So that's weird. I'm going to have to get used to this. So yes, this stream is an exploratory stream. I'm probably not going to do much modeling. Because I'm trying to just get some practice. So you're going to see we're going to learn together. Or you're going to watch me fumble through this. Okay, so I changed this right key to X-ray, although I just changed. So the three, let's see, applications. Ooh, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't know how to change it back. Macros. Oh, radio menus. This is probably it. So common tools. Oh, did I not? I didn't save it. That's what it was. Come on. Huh. Software's not come back up. Interesting. Okay. Well, the default was the views. And then a radial menu like this one would come up. And then it had the views. It had some Boolean operations. It had these Boolean operations on the quarters. I'm trying to see how that. So if I step out, it goes away, but it doesn't select the tool, did it? Yeah. So if I just do that, it selects the tool. That's not bad. It's pretty cool. So I don't actually have to click. That's actually smart. That actually can be pretty quick. And the menu comes up pretty quick. I want to know if I can change this because I don't use the tape tool. I use everything else. This would be the rotate, the flip. I think that I would use the flip there. Yeah. I'll figure out how to change that. Oddly, the app isn't coming up. Let's see if I can get it up. Get the app to come up. There we go. So this is drawing. Uh-oh. I'm gonna. So radio menus, common tools, drawing. Oh, okay. So this had views before. This had that view. So this is extents, I'm assuming. Yep. This is the top. Left side, right side. So if you double click, it goes on the opposite. No. What if I want the bottom? Okay. What if I want to change that? Let's do experiment. Because it looked like I could make my own radial menu, right? New radial menu. So 1, 2, 8 sections. That's what I want. One would be could I just start? Huh, I wish I could just edit. Because now I have to do okay, I can type a shortcut. Here, let's do this. Print screen. Because apparently I have memory for goldfish. So this is, let's go back. Let's do this. This X-ray. Does that come up if I do that? No. Mouse macros keyboard. Enter key. Macros, mouse, radial buttons, applications. Oh, do I have to do both? Oh, so that'll. Oh, microphone, mute microphone. Interesting. That's 3 connection. Okay, now let's see. To be honest with you, I don't even know. I forgot how I did this. definitely found this. Can't see my keyboard. See, it's not coming up. That's not coming up. Why is it coming up? X-ray, 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 X-ray. That's buttons. Isn't this the most exciting? This is just opening up applications, right? Somehow I did it. System shortcuts. I felt like it was in applications, but this is like, oh, I think it is opening applications. I was looking through this and I just saw exactly what I needed. That's crazy. Now I can't find it. I did do this. You go into the view. It's Alt-C. Oh. This wasn't appearing. Why did this? This is how I found it. Am I crazy? That wasn't showing up until right now. That's how I found it. I must be. That must have been. Okay. Oh boy. See, now it's there. Is there something weird going on? I'm going to look back in the stream and see if I. Maybe I was blind. Okay. get back to flying around and doing this because it's pretty darn fun. I'm not going to worry about that tools thing yet, not rebuild it. I went through enough of that. So, what happened here? So on my mouse I have a Logic mouse, and so I have a bunch of buttons on that, and so I can zoom in, basically focus on an object, selected object like that, or zoom extents like that. It's taken a long time on that model, but on this file, but on this model, you know, it's fast, right? So what I should do, I wanted to go through the tutorials, but I can't seem to bring them up. I wanted to, oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm missing this. This was on another screen. So let's go through the tutorials, shall we? The trainer, manuals, settings, videos. There you go. That was hidden by lots of other stuff. Okay. Is there audio? I can't hear it. Let's, the reason why I can't hear it because let's see if I can bring it up on my stream wave, my wavelength. There you go. Okay, I can hear it. I can hear, is that, oh, that's this. This is the pause. How do I send app audio? I could have, this is harder on, I just changed lots of changes. Just changes to wavelength. Oh, I got it. There.
Action gives you the power to navigate your 3D world.
There you go. Okay. Is that what that is? Next.
Move the model up and down by moving the controller head up and down. In the process, try not to tilt or move the controller left or right. Light pressure is all that is needed.
Okay. Easy enough. So it's locking me into this. So it's only going up and down. So if I move anywhere else, if I change it, if you can see it in the, let's get this closer to the, or centered in the camera. If you could see it, I'm going up and down here. But I can do all the stuff. It won't do anything in this tutorial, this trainer. So, next.
Move the model left and right by moving the controller head left or right. Keep the controller head parallel to your desk surface.
So there's that. Okay. again, it doesn't let me go up and down. So it's just training me on that. That's good.
Zoom the model in and out by pushing the controller head away or pulling it back towards you. Try to keep the controller head parallel to your desk surface.
Okay.
Rotate the model around its y-axis by twisting the controller head clockwise or counterclockwise. Try not to tilt or push the controller head as you do so.
Okay, got all that.
Rotate the model on its x-axis by tilting the controller forwards and backwards. Try not to push the controller head away or down as you do so.
Away or down. Away would be like that. Okay.
Rotate the model on its z-axis by tilting the controller left or
Z.
right. Try not to slide the controller head sideways or down. All 6 inputs have now been activated. You can move the model in any direction simultaneously. To gain proficiency, try moving the model in one direction at a time. You can also test your skills by trying the placement challenge
This feels
game.
more sensitive than in SketchUp. So this is, what the first thing they taught was up and down. Is that right? Up, down, up, down. Yeah, pan. I can look at the tabs. Pan up and down. So pan left and right. It is hard not to engage all the other axes. And this is the zoom. But that's the spin. This is the tilt left and right, or up and tilt forward and back. This is the roll. So if I want to get it upright to the original setup, there you go. Let's go roll. Tilt. See, the tilt is hard. Also, I don't think I have my hand in the right position. Oh, and also, what's nice about this is, I'm going to see if I can show you on this. There is a notch. I don't know if you could see that. Right here on all the axes. So there's a notch here, here. Each 90 has a little notch, or not a notch, but a little raised portion. I'm trying to figure out where I want to, because I feel like I want to be like this, but that would mean this thing, this would be rotated this way. So my desk is like this. It's hard to pull. Let's use a pen. If that can. This is a very zoomed up camera. So this, my desk is like this. And so if that was perpendicular, that would be like that. But I'm feeling like I need to rotate it like, because my angle of my arm is this way. I feel like I need to, I thought it was going to be like this, because my keyboard is angled, so it needs to be, but it might be, we'll see. I don't know. Because now my thumb, if the camera is above, it'd be better. So now my thumb is right on the on that little notch. Let's finish this.
Congratulations. You're now familiar with your motion controller's basic functionality. Remember, you can also assign frequently used application commands to the controller buttons.
Okay, we did that. Okay. They should have a button, another button that says finish instead of just this. because I can go
All
back.
6 inputs.
I can go next.
Congratulations.
I just have to.
You're now familiar with your motion controller's basic.
Okay, so I can click that. That's it. What's this? Oh. This is on my other screen. I'll bring it over here. So this is a viewer. I guess this, what is this? Let's full screen this. Is this a trainer tool here? So I can do section. Oh, there's an illusion happening there. Couldn't tell what that was for a second. Okay. So this is not locking to the horizon. I guess you can. Change that. So yeah, I mean the nice thing is you can move kind of at the same time you're mousing. So normally you would mouse like this is the mouse and you would rotate. Pick a spot, rotate, zoom in and out, rotate, rotate, get to where you want. For example, if I wanted to edit this piece, you know, if I wanted to edit the behind this, I would have to zoom in, rotate, in. I would just use the focus tool, but this actually is a bad example. But let's make it a better example. Let's just group that. I would have to do that, and if I wanted to edit the back of this, I'm just selecting the view inside the group. I would have to spin around, zoom in, select what I want to do, draw tool, blah, 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 whatever. But in theory, what you can do, let's go back, let's reset. With the SpaceMouse, I can do this. And do it all smoothly. Very subtle stuff, but pretty important, I think. Pretty good. It does, if I'm doing this and if I do mouse at it does stutter a little bit. That's neither here nor there. This is cool though. Very, very, very cool. Excited about this. Let's do another test. What I'm going to do is open this. open it? Did I cancel it? What did I do? I must have canceled it. Open shape changes. No. Oh. Why did it fail? You know, oh, just go to the actual file and open it. Let's close this. Okay. So this is the scene I was working on before. Okay, so I guess I had this selected and I was having a hard time moving around because I'm behind or sort of out of that zone. So this is the object mode of the navigation. And now I haven't tried any of these other modes, but this is probably the mode I'm going to be the most comfortable with. The fly mode would be interesting, and the drum mode would be interesting, but this is probably the best mode, the object mode. So basically it looks like it's just focusing on the object that you're selecting, and that dictates the orientation of the rotation, the tilt, the zoom in and zoom out. So pretty much how I navigate in general, which is if I wanted to work on that, I would select it, even if it's further away, and then I would just zoom in by my hotkey, which is kind of zoom selected, and I would just pop in right there, which I will probably still do with, but this allows me to change my point of view pretty easily instead of just doing this. And I was having a problem. So this is the most important thing for me, and this is why, and I was thinking that I was waiting it out. I was going to wait. I didn't plan on getting a Space Mouse this quickly while streaming. But because I was working every day and streaming every day and working before I was actually restarted this channel, I was getting some RSI in my pointer finger on my right hand, because that's what I use for my wheelie mouse, the zoom. And it's a little discomfort, a little painful. So, and it to the point where I would just start wheeling with my middle finger, and I knew that wasn't gonna. That wasn't gonna be couldn't be the solution to the RSI. Couldn't be that. I couldn't do that, because this is an activity I do a lot. Also, and I do this a lot too, the swizzle, what I call the swizzle. So when I build something, like I'll build this an object, I will swizzle it. Now I'd like to deactivate the wheelie mouse, but I probably shouldn't. I'm closing that because I realized I was in 2026 and I probably should. I'll go back to it. Let's reopen that with 2025. What was I going to say? What was I in the middle of? Yeah, if I disabled the wheelie mouse, then I wouldn't be able to scroll through this menu here, which I'm okay with doing. I just kind of want to avoid doing it too much, and the amount of zooming in and zooming out, I would literally do this. And I don't know if you can hear the mouse. I would be doing that. And I'm flicking it. Now I could turn up the scroll speed, but I believe that might change all the applications, but let's see. So this is the mouse. So middle click, let's see. Key action macro system, yeah, so now this is default application. I have SketchUp, but toggle streaming, toggle recording. Scroll left, scroll right, scroll up. There's no scroll speed. There is scroll speed in the system, and I think that would change this page scrolling. But also, like oh, let's try this. Let's bring up other software here. Let's see how this works. Okay, there you go. So there's, oh, that was interesting. So there's Miro. Can I? Oh, that's how. So it can scroll up and down on Miro. It can, but it's choppy. This is the middle click drag. Okay, let's go back. That was interesting. Okay. I didn't set up this. I just set up this camera and view. I kind of like this. I like this square. I might keep this view up, this camera view up. I might, I could shrink it down. Let's see. Let's try that. Might shrink it down to here like this, maybe. So it's smaller. And I was thinking about putting, I'll probably do this. I'll put shortcut commands here. Somewhere in this zone. Maybe above, actually maybe above or in the window. So, but for now, let's do, I'm gonna make it bigger because this is a SpaceMouse specific. Stream. Cool. So yeah, I have actually been working on morning. So I am feeling a little bit of strain in with my wheelie mouse finger. But I'm okay. It should be okay. We'll see over time what will happen. But you know what? Perhaps we should actually just try and continue modeling. Let's switch this stuff off. Let's look at this again. The default acceleration, everything's actually pretty nice. I'm pretty good, pretty happy with that. Over time we'll see if I change that. But so normally, well, I would zoom in like that. So this is a big scene, so zooming extents will get us all the way out here, which is not very useful. But that's why I set up scenes for specific editing. And this is going to be slow because it's going to bring up shadows, but we'll get rid of that, and then this is a tricky scene because it has a ground, so I will go under the ground often. So, see, and then now I'm lost. Okay, so I will, there you go. I got lost pretty easily and quickly, and this camera is probably, yeah, 16 degrees, pretty long camera. At minimum, hey, let's just do this. I wanted to do this, but I couldn't figure out how. Okay, so normally I hit escape. If I'm in something, and then I'll hit escape to back out. If I'm in a So that's going to be, I can already see where I'm going to be moving a lot. I don't know why I can't select him. J. Those are my hotkeys. To unhide and hide is H hide and J unhide. Okay, then we're going to take, oh, I didn't, let's open up that guy again. Or we can copy him from here. Let's get used to. Oh, I'm using the scroll wheel. Don't use the scroll wheel. Let's paste. Oh, what's going on here? Oop. Then I'm going to grab it. So using the mouse wheel is going to be a hard thing to avoid or to stop doing. So there, move there. Yeah, so I'm not even, yeah, I'm already clocking this back because the access to the buttons is important. So so you can, I'm not sure if you can see that I'm clocking it this way. I had it this way, so it was like this, but now I need to rotate it this way. I know it's pretty hard to see in this camera angle. So now I can do this. And so these are the draw tools. Select draw tool. This might be flip, or this might be flip, and this might be grab. Or translate or move. This right here, move. Because I do that all the time, and I'm gonna see I can move my hand to the G key, which is I use for the move. And I still am using the mouse. It's decades of trying not to use the mouse. Yeah, I'm gonna want these because I don't use this as much as grab or move, and I'll probably use, but I don't use tape at all. So this is just a rough pose. So this is weird. What's going on? Okay, it took a little bit to get to that. Probably because this is such a, I'm test this out. This is such a large feature here. So what we're seeing here is Yeah, this is, I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna be moving like this a lot. So once I select that, oh, I think Gus warned me of that. That it kind of, now I'm probably back at this. I'm selecting a piece of rock or something. What did I select? Huh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to select him. Double click. I guess. So also, this horizon is locked too, so that's another factor. Oh, it froze again. I think it has to think when I'm... Let me use my pen. See if I use my pen, it'll probably be better actually, to be honest. It's all learning. What's it? Who's that? There you go. Okay. Save that. Let's go to view. Oh, another shadow view. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, it's keeping the shadows. It was, huh. It's a little hitching, but I'm gonna save this. I'm still moving the mouse. Oh, it doesn't have a save. Let's do. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Close this. Let's, we're going to open up open up our N64. And we're going to try to do something in it. And then we'll close out the stream. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to use the pen as much as I can. So we go here. So actually, let's do this. So what I did do, let's go to this explode. What I worked on is this plate. These heat sinks, plate. I put all this, I roughed all this in. I made a rough for the memory module, and then a rough shape of as a box of the cartridge. I did build the interior this morning. This little portion, I filled in this, filled in that. And these are just roughs, layouts for that, so I can see how I'm going to explode it. This is how it's going to appear in the book as an exploded view. So let's work on something that might be a little easier for me while we go through this. And so let's go to this. What I do is I'll hit a scene and my hand will be touching the mouse, and as it's scrolling it'll interrupt the animation. So that's what you're seeing if you're seeing this little jitter, and it'll misplace it. So I also need the screw. So there you go. Now on my pen, all I have is this selection. I have a right mouse button, and then I have the middle mouse button. So I don't have the scroll wheel, and I don't have the zoom extents. So I'm gonna depend on, I'll have to depend on the SpaceMouse to navigate, which is kind of why we're here. So what was I going to focus on? Let's do this. Let's go to this exploded. What I wanted to do is check on these feet. Because if you look over here, oops, see, I did it again. So my hands on this, I'm kind of always, it's very delicate, sensitive. And if I want to go to this scene, if I have a pressure on it, it'll interrupt the animation to the scene in SketchUp. So be careful of that. So what we see is this. So let's go back to this. Let's go into here. What we're going to do is delete that. And what that looks like, let's figure out what that looks like. I have a screenshot. So inside, So that has holes in it. That's what it is right there. Is that right? Yeah. It's pretty good. This is a little too big, I think. And let's make this. Yeah, that's a little too big. So you look at this photo. Let's not do that. Okay. Oh, is that a... Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, I can already see that this is going to slow me down a little bit. I'm not using the hotkey, so this is the push and pull I want it there. Let's get this at least to this height. There you go. Maybe a little shorter. Oh. Let's go back. I want that. Oh, there you go. Okay, where's my button? kind of me fumbling around. Oop. I must have accented that. Yeah, this is it's gonna be a learning. So okay, I had my hand on. This is gonna be a learning process. It's gonna be I mean, the good thing is I get it. It's just I can't model as fast as I want to. I can get to the views I want pretty quickly. That's for sure. Normally I would do that. But on the mouse, but I don't have the mouse. I'm not using the mouse. What else did I wanted to do? I'm just going to do some simple stuff. Let's take a look at how this looks here. I know that was weird looking. Yeah. What I wanted to do is harden some of these edges here. Is the button really that way? Oh, and since this is, the axes are different on this, the way I expect it to work is not completely working. So yeah, that now I can see a little more detail here. I want to do the same here. Let's go to this view. Okay, now here's a so since this is a component, it has it's copied 3 times. This is the third. And it doesn't want to focus on the object. Because it is working with all 3 of them. Now I wonder if, and you could see the icon is over here. So it's kind of it best rotates around this one for some reason. Why did it pick that one? I do not know. Let's go all the way over here. And this one's and so this one is, and the icon is probably still over here. Yeah, weird. I don't know how it picks that. So maybe I should work on this side. Yeah, see, now I can navigate at least a little bit better here. Okay, let's go to my eraser. And we're gonna, oop, nope, not the tape. Let's turn off the shadows. And we're gonna do this. Yeah, I want a bunch of buttons. This slows me down more than, for now it's gonna slow me down. Now I might get used to this, but I mean, I'm used to, I'm okay with the motion, although this is wonky. It's not acting because of, I think because it's flipped on its axis, and I should test this out, but because it's flipped on its axis, or it's both flipped. See, this is the up because I rotated it. I clocked it, or it's because it's one of 3 components that are in this model. So that's an interesting question. So that looks better here. I think that looks better right there. The double, really showing that detail. What else should I try to do? Yeah, this is already, I can tell this is already acting different than in my other models, my other files. So right now, yeah, so this origin's here. I'll have to see if there's a way to fix that. If there's a way, I don't know if it's SketchUp, I'm gonna try to figure out if there's a way to not, even if I yeah, I have questions. I have a lot of questions. Because I do this a lot in my modeling, I build out in sections. I focus on one thing. I do all these parts. Lots of components embedded in things, embedded. Like, if you could see my outliner here, you could tell that I'm, you know, there's a lot of embeds. This is not a lot compared to what I normally do. Let's see if I have a file open. Do I have anything else open? Nope. Let's see, this is, I don't know if this would be a good example. My cat's turned on the light. Smart cats. Oh, this is 26. Where's the outliner? The outliner's on my other monitor. There we go. So if you can see, this is not how I normally do my, things, but you can see this. Let's see, do I have a deep? Yeah, this one's not as deep, but yeah. There's some deep elements in here, roof blades, container. This should have. So yeah. So let's see what this feels like here. If I go in to this, go into this arm, and I want to work on this. Still, this one it's focusing on. Why is it? Oh, because that's not a component. Let's see what it. Okay, it's got that. Interesting. Why? So that is off to the side there. Huh. I wonder if 2026 is better for this stuff. Let's do an experiment here. Let me close that. And I'm going to open up the open this up. I always do this because I'm very clicky by nature. I click really fast. Okay, so let's see. You know, we had that issue with rotation or with oh, see, this is better. So it looks like I need to we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. This is the last thing we're going to do, and then we will call it a day. This is me experimenting. I may have to fully move over to 2026. We shall see. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, this is 2025. Side-by-side comparison. We're going to go to this button. So we're selected on that. We're going to go to this button here. And we're selected on that. Now why? We're going to go to this. That's selected. Go to this. Oh, see, now it's working better. What changed? Something changed? Something changed? Like you can see here, this has component over here. Let's push this a little more. Let's see. let's go to this mode or this scene because it has everything in it. And then we'll go to here. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it's working better. I have no idea why. Now if I have that component selected and that's deep in there and I go over here, okay, I don't know why that's there. Now, so it took a second to pop. I'm not sure you can see that because that icon's pretty small. The little indicator, this little reticle. I mean, it doesn't get bigger. Very optical illusion, but it's right now it's the only thing on screen. It's right there. If you can see that, can you see that? Can I see it? Can you even see the mouse? Oh, you can't even. Can you even see the mouse? Do I have mouse display off? No, you can see the mouse. Okay. Boy, my stream looks crappy. My confidence monitor looks bad. Okay, so interesting. So it is working. I don't know why it wasn't working that last time. Okay, so here's an instance where it's not working yet. Okay, finally it snapped to that. I think yeah, the software is trying to figure out what I want to focus on. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to focus on. So, but what if I go to this? Okay, I mean it's quick, but sometimes, and I think this is what Gus was might be what Gus was talking about. I'll have to maybe look into the comments again. But see, so this also has that. See, it's over there, and now it pops over here. So it takes a second sometimes. Right there, it got it. Probably because I'm in this family of groupings. If I go to another group, that might confuse it, but that time it caught it pretty fast. Okay. So there it needs something, okay. Too fast, too fast. Okay, I'm getting used to this. For sure. Getting used to it. So that's just navigating, but modeling is going to be, it's going to be interesting. Because, like, let's get to this. Yeah, you really need to select something to, in this mode, to really gain focus. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. I'm going to try modeling something. This is, I'm eager. So I want to make that, this cap goes over this. We'll make the holes. I feel like what I can do is use this and see if I can I blend it in? Or, you know, I can just build it. It should be pretty easy. I wanted to, so one thing I wanted to do was show these lines. So let's do that. There's no easy way to select all those. But we can do that. Let's see how that. Okay. And then we don't really see the bottom of that too much. So. Okay, I'm trying to. Now the question is, does this? Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I thought it was going to be pretty easy, but I forgot this geometry. I didn't make this model. I've been tweaking it. The shell. Ooh. Oh, it's 5:02. The cats are hungry. This is that's a mess right there. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. I think what I'm going to do is, let's take a look at the reference again. What I probably should have, so I broke this away. So I'm already kind of fumbling here. Come on. That's weird, it's not. Okay. So I'm fumbling. I broke this away from this. This is all one piece in the CG Trader model that I got. And I probably should have just kept it intact and then, or copied it and then made this this piece. Probably would have been easier to do that. Doesn't mean I can't still do that. I can pull the model, or I can weld it back together. Because it's this, and then I'll work on that. There's a couple things I need to think about on the SpaceMouse as well. Because I really want those hotkeys close. Like the reaching is not working for me. It's just, I thought it might work. Although I might reposition, it might help if I reposition. But it's spacebar. I don't have spacebar. So, okay. Let's call it a day. Let's end on this image. Oop, interrupt it. Or this. Yeah, let's end on this. I do like this navigation. I do really like it. I just think I'm going to need the hotkeys. So the puck maybe a little has 2 buttons. I need more buttons. But we'll keep working on it. So that's going to do it for today. And my schedule's open tomorrow. We'll try and let's put something in the afternoon, maybe 2, 1, and we'll continue on working on this model. We'll do our best with this new SpaceMouse, which I'm loving. It's not bad. Just the buttons are going to be the big problem, or it's going to slow me down. So that's going to be it for today. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. We'll continue on. Tomorrow we'll be modeling more, be working more on this. With the SpaceMouse, trying to figure out, maybe reconfigure some things, continue with this process, this adoption of the spacey mouse. That's what I'll call it. All right. So until then, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you like this stream, like what you see, like, subscribe, please. That'd be great. Make some comments, do whatever. That would be terrific. Really appreciate it. And then to Sad Mart, appreciate you coming in and with all your great comments. Appreciate it. Glad you were able to rediscover this after decades, or after a decade, but hopefully come around again. So until then, till tomorrow, good night. Have a good one. Bye.